Hi everybody, welcome to Wild Ones. This is Mariah, if you don't know who I am. Hi. I'm the one that's posting most of the stuff over here and on my personal page. I just wanted to do a quick video, a little bit about me and why I choose to do taboo topics and tarot readings. So I'm just going to start with why taboo. So if you guys have listened to my podcast, Wild Ones 555, I share my personal story of childhood trauma. My dad died when I was 2 years old from a heart attack. It was really unexpected. He was 36, and a little while after he died, my mom could hear him, from the spiritual world. He just said clear as day, I saw both sides, I was given a choice. I saw both sides and I can help more from this side than if I stayed alive. So my mom told me that, and whatever, we just went about our life. If you listen to my story, you'll understand. We just kind of pushed it under the rug that he died, I guess. I mean, she got married, we just went on and did our own, I obviously never forgot he died. It broke my heart, but yeah. She never really talked about him, I really never grieved him. And I was a huge daddy's girl. I was only 2 and he died, but yeah, I still remember him. I still love him. And after 88 days after he died, he came and visited me as an angel. I can remember seeing him. I was 2 still at this point. And he told me he loved me, and he was just dressed in white. And it was a really cool experience. And yeah, it's the only thing I can remember really from that young. But it has had a huge influence on my life, and I really feel like it's my big life purpose. I'm not saying the only reason he died was because of me, but yeah, him saying he could see both sides of it and he could help more from over there than here, and everything that's happened in my life, I don't think it was a coincidence that my mom married a child rapist. My mom, I love her to death, but yeah, if you trust people, you trust them, and also, she was 27. She had 3 little kids. Her heart was broken. Yeah. So it was just one thing right after the next, and it's been a shit show ever since. But yeah, so that all happened, and I ended up repressing the memory. It's easier if you just go listen to my podcast, because I ended up repressing the memory, and it came back to me last year, and I shaved my head and everything when it came back to me, because my stepfather raped me when I was 8 years old, and it was very traumatizing. I ended up pushing it down, repressing it, and it came back up last year, 2019. So yeah, just been trying to heal and deal with that. And I gave a little update on the podcast of what I'm trying to, what's happened since me and Nate, who's my fiance, have released our podcast. He was abused as a child. Physically, I was sexually, so we both share our stories in hopes of raising awareness that it's okay to use our voice. It's okay to, embrace our traumas. I thought that stuff never happened to anybody else. I thought, I felt ashamed and guilty of it, and I was 8. I had not, that wasn't on me, that's on him. So whatever the case may be, whatever taboo topics you guys want to talk about, I love talking about the things that no one else will talk about. Why do we sugarcoat shit? These things happen every day. We all have trauma. We all have a rocky childhood to some degree, some worse than others. But we all go through this kind of stuff. Why are we not talking about it? Because of what? I just don't understand. And I try to, fit into that little bubble, that society, and especially Utah and the Mormon, the LDS culture, really want you to fit into it. And I don't fit into it. I try to be who everybody else wanted me to be. I try to, yeah, you get it. You fit into this fake little mold, but you never feel like your true authentic self. This is me. I'm big, I'm bubbly, I'm wild. I will say whatever the hell I want. I make an ass of myself more times than not, but that's just me. So you either love me or hate me. Most people will tell you that. I mean, sure, there's some people who are just well, yeah, she's whatever, but when people really actually get to know me, you'll either love me or you'll hate me, and that's just the way it is. So I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm fine with that. But I have friends from all different paths. I don't care if you're religious. I don't care if you smoke weed. I don't care what you do. Just don't be a shitty person. don't cause harm to other people, don't be greedy, don't be selfish, don't be rude, don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat. You get it. I don't care what else, like, I don't care. I don't care if you're gay, I don't care. Just don't be a shitty person. Rule number 1 over here on Wild Ones. And yeah, I'm all about talking about people's opinions and everything, but guess what? Like, I'm gonna say it right now, and if you guys don't agree with me, like, you should probably not follow this page because, hold on, my baby's talking. Just a sec. What, baby? Yeah, okay, I gotta do my video. Bye. Sorry, guys. She had to give me a red butterfly. How sweet is she? Okay, so yeah. I don't even remember what I was saying, but oh yeah, what I was saying is I'm all about talking about people's opinions, and I love hearing other people's opinions, but not when it comes to like people sharing their stories about trauma. Like, you're not gonna come on my page and say that they're lying or this or that or this, you know what I mean? I'm here to bring awareness to these type of topics, but like if you're a troll, stay off my page. Like, there's no reason for it. Like, I'm gonna continue doing what I do. I'm gonna continue spreading the truth. And it's my way of taking back my own power. It's my way of gaining, you know, control in the situation. I've gone to the police about my stepfather. I have filed a police report. I have a younger brother that lives in the home. So yeah, I'm trying to navigate all of that. So I'm doing what I can, but the most I can do is just share my story, spread awareness. You know, because even if my mom were to leave him tomorrow, he could go find the next family, you know, with kids, and who doesn't know his story. He doesn't have a record, you know, and even if he does have a record, people want to believe whatever stories they want to believe. So anyways, so yeah, let's just get into, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Mariah Ellen Harrison. I'm 28, just barely 28. It's weird to say that, but so if you're into zodiacs or tarot or anything, like obviously I am. I'm just gonna tell you my signs really quick. So my sun sign, I'm an Aries through and through and through. My moon sign is Pisces. So yeah, we battle with each other a lot. I'm a lot of emotions, but I'm a rage fest when I'm pissed off. So we battle, we go to war with each other. And then my rising sign is Virgo. So a little bit of, you know, stability, but not much at all around here. But I love to have fun, I love to laugh. I am a mom to 4 beautiful babies. My oldest is 9. Zoe, I had her when I was 18. Sam, my second, he's 7, and he's a spaz. He's a mini me. He keeps me on my toes, but I love him to death. And then Zoe is so amazing, so artistic. She's so creative. She's gonna change the world. Sam is a genius, but he's a spaz, so, you know, he'll change the world too, just in a different direction than she will. Camden is my little mini Norm, my little mini, my dad, you know, who died. He looks exactly like him. He has the same little teeth, same little mouth, and he's just like, Camden is just my good boy. Like, he puts himself to bed when he's tired at, like, you know, a good time. Yeah, I don't have to ask him to do anything. He's just on top of it. He's my easy baby, and I love him. And Olivia and Camden will be 6 next week. And then Olivia, the baby, she just turned 3 in March. She's my little Aries. She's my little mini me. She's a firecracker. And she's bossy, but we love her. And that's all the babies I'm having. Nate has 2 babies, one that lives in Texas. Well, she's 7, but you know, they're all babies to me. And then he has a son who just turned 5, and he comes every now and then. So yeah, me and Nate won't be having any kids together, and we're fine with that. Me and him have known each other since we were 15. But you know, anybody who has a twin flame out there, it's a constant runner chaser, and I'm for sure the runner. Yeah, I like instantly fell in love with him, and then just like put all the walls up, friends on him so hard. And he is the most patient and loyal and loving guy to me ever. And I really don't deserve him most days, and I really am trying to be better about that, but he's heaven sent. Like, I love that man, and he is incredible. So we are just, you know, we are engaged, we are living together, we my 4 kids, they go with their dads every other weekend, you know, and throughout the week. So yeah, and we're just living life, trying to, you know, make wild ones come of something. Nate had a baby when he was 19 with his first ex-wife, and unfortunately Jaden died of SIDS at 4.5 months old, and it's super, super, super sad. So yeah, Jaden's part of our wild ones crew up there with my dad, and I have a lot of grandparents who've died, so I have a lot of spirit guides and a lot of love from the other side, which is really the family I connect with most. I mean, besides my own babies and Nate. My mom, we just cut each other out of our lives. She doesn't want me to tell my story. She wants me to get over it. She wants me to shove it under the rug, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take my kids around him. I'm not going to, you know, that doesn't do me any good, like, for my healing. Like, I deserve better than that. I deserve to not have to see the man that raped me when I was 8, even if that means cutting out the rest of my family. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say I have it all together. I mean, I spend a good amount of time in my bed sobbing my eyes out, and then, you know, you buy a $40 wig, remind yourself you're a boss bitch. So it all works out. But yeah, I think I said I'm alive past 9. I don't know. It's humanitarian. I feel like that's me. I always want to help. I'm always trying to take care of other people. It's just my personality. I want all people to feel loved and welcomed. Yes, I've had my better days. I was a bully sometimes as a child to certain other people, and I really feel like that was just a reaction to my childhood at home. But I also always stood up for the underdog. I always, you know what I mean? Like, I don't just look off appearances or this or that. Like, I love all of you guys genuinely, unless you're a shitty person. So be good to me and I'll be good to you. I really love to get to know new people. I love hearing people's stories. I love knowing what you've been through, and like the mountains you've had to climb and the shit that you've had to go through on your own most of the time. And like where you're at today. Like, I love hearing those stories. Even if you're not where you want to be, I'm definitely not where I want to be. Not even close. But we get up and we keep trying every day. So I feel like that's what's important. So that's really why taboo topic is important to me. I want to be the person that'll go there. I want to be the person that will ask those uncomfortable questions. Because why not? Like, the more we talk about it, the more comfortable we'll get, and the more people will join in and heal. So let's bring some light and love to this crazy world. Yes, I do consider myself a light worker. I've not always been in the dark. I mean, I've not always been in the dark. I haven't always been in the dark. I'm trying to find the light, but yeah, I went through a really rough patch. I've been married twice. My first husband, I got pregnant when I was 18, so we, you know, did the right thing and got married, and thought having another baby, I guess, would fix our marriage, but that's never the case. So that was crazy, just toxic. We were young and it didn't go anywhere, and we got divorced, and then I got remarried, and we were married for 5 years, and then we had 2 children together, so 2 and 2. And then in 2018 he came out to me that he was gay. I'm not gonna get into that on this topic. We kind of have a messy divorce, but yeah, I love him. I wish him all the best. I have nothing against gays, bisexual, nothing. I love you all. So yeah, that's my story. Obviously, if you listen to my podcast, you know a little more about me, but yeah, I would sleep around with guys to get attention. That's like how I've, you know, felt worthy of, you know, I have daddy issues very bad, obviously. I'm overcoming them the more I realize them, and, you know, the more I have that support, and just it's been so freeing just to like tell all of you, like, this is me. Like, if you love me, great. If not, okay, that's cool. And I never thought I'd get to that point. I always thought I'd live and be, you know, like this little bubble, what everybody else wanted me to be, and I can't do that. Like, it made me go crazy. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about Nate too, because he's the calm and cool, collected one of the 2 of us, and he's a little more shy, so he doesn't like to get on the camera and talk about himself. So I told him I would just tell you guys a little bit about him. if you know him, you love him. He's sweet. He's great. He's amazing. Most patient, kind man you'll ever meet. He is an Aquarius, and his moon sign is Pisces. So we have the same moon sign, and then he's rising sign is Sagittarius. He's very logical, you know, he's a great guy. You guys will get to know more. We're gonna do some videos together about twin flames and stuff. But for the most part, he's behind editing all my stuff because I just literally like want to throw the freaking computer out the window when it takes 3 minutes to upload something, because I'm an Aries and I have zero patience for anything. So that's me. Why I chose tarot. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was dating my first ex-husband, when I was 18, he had a friend, so he's Mexican, Hispanic, and he had a friend whose wife read tarot. She didn't speak English and she wanted to read my cards, and I was like, sure, why not? What the hell? Mario was like, I'll translate, you know? So I was like, cool. She read my cards and she told me like this whole story with the cards Mario was translating about the situation that panned out in 2019 with my stepdad and my mom. I didn't know about it at this time. Like, remember, like in 2010, like this was still a repressed memory about my stepdad. So I was just like, whatever, okay, cool, you know, thanks for reading my cards. But yeah, she was obviously saying stuff too that was happening at the time. So I believed her reading. It just like didn't super resonate, you know, but it did enough to make me believe like she knew what the hell she was talking about. Fast forward, then I got sealed in the temple and did all this stuff, and like that was no, you know, you'd go to hell, you're a devil worshiper. So I just stayed away from any of it. I didn't ever get into it, even though it really intrigued me, it really interested me. I just kind of pushed it aside. Then come back in 2019, I just, you know, when I had my big awakening and big purging, that I'm, you know, the dark night of the soul, rubbing off all those layers of dark and ugly anger and betrayal and all these things that I've held on to for so long. Yeah, I'm having, you know, I will have to learn everything the hard way. That's just who I am. I don't take anybody's word for anything. So yeah, I've been going through this process, and then me and Nate were at this like Lotus shop, and I was like, oh, they do psychic readings. We should go get one. This was like in November of 2019. Dave Robbins, go get your cards read by him. He's amazing. So I went to Dave, I got my cards read. And this was like when I was still like, I had told my family about it. I had told them, you know, hey, look, like this, he raped me when I was 8, like what, or you know what I mean? I gave him a lot of months to come to me to like try to see it from my side before I just like kicked him out of my life. Like it took a lot. If you know me, like I love hard and I love deep, and for me to just walk away from something or for somebody like has to really, you know, be at like what's it, like breaking point. Like anybody who knows me, I've sobbed my eyes out for months about this. Like I loved my mom. I still love her so much. She was my best friend, but yeah, like people's true colors show, and you know, shit gets rocky. So I've been through all of that stuff, and I was really struggling at this time. Like when we went to Lotus, like that, I remember that day, like Nate was doing anything to just get me out of the house because I was depressed, I was sad, I was hurt. I didn't know what to do, you know? And so when you feel betrayed and all that kind of stuff, all I want to do is lay in bed and cry. So me and Nate got out, I got ready for the day. We went and got our cards read by Dave. And Dave, he was the sweetest guy ever. You guys will love him. But I took a picture of my cards, and I have a picture with him, but it was all about like breaking free from this devil, which is like Capricorn, if you know tarot, and you know my stepdad's a kid. It legit fit his like zodiac sign, but it was like breaking free from that, like claiming back my own throne, cutting the cords, you know, and like knowing my worth. And like that reading, that one 15-minute reading changed everything. And I was like, how did he know exactly, you know what I mean? And then I was like, oh my gosh, that reading from Claudia like 9 years ago, that's exactly what just happened. So then I got really interested really quick. Got tarot cards, and then just like one thing led to another. I picked them up, and it kind of came natural to me. Yeah, I've studied the books, and I've taken some like online classes, and I'm not saying I don't have room for improvement. Obviously, everybody always has room for improvement, but like it just came very natural to me, and it really helped me heal in so many aspects of what I was going through. Like, I could turn to the cards, you know, for clarity of what I was thinking and feeling, and I would get that validation. And then I started helping, you know, my friends and people around here. And yeah, it was really cool and awesome to see like the cards being able to help people understand like their partner's feelings in this, especially if you have a partner who doesn't communicate a ton. Like, yeah, if you're like me and you're an overthinker, like, you have to be reassured. And if, like, okay, Nate's an Aquarius, okay? They're kind of like cold and shut off. Not shut off, but you know, they're more held in than a freaking Aries like me. I'm like, ah. So I constantly am like needing reassurance or my mind will go wild. Yes, I'm sure that has a lot to do with my abandonment issues and everything from my childhood, but it really has helped me. It changed my life. And then the next week, so those, I got that, like a free reading, you know, for 9 years ago. And then we went to Dave, and then I got one other reading from Angela. I have her card right here. I don't remember her name. She was at the Synchronicities in Sandy. Angela Cortez or something like that. She read my cards, a life purpose card, excuse me, a life purpose spread. And yeah, like the first card that came out was all about like justice for children, using my voice, even if it's going against like authority figures, because I don't care. And about, tarot cards were right in the middle, and crystals and all these things that just like, and that just like gave me like this, you know, the confidence to really, like, I was already doing it, but that just really like, okay, Maria, this is what you're supposed to do. I know your spirit guides have like, you know, been pushing you for months to do this, but you know, you need somebody else to clarify it, because that's how I am. I need proof. So I've gotten better at listening to my guides and my intuition. But so yeah, and then she did like a past life reading too with my life purpose cards, and she pulled a ship card, and then she was like, do you have any like problems or issues with water? And this was in like last year when I had my like big repressed memories all came to me. We'd go swimming, and if I like my head would get under the water, I'd be start having a panic attack. I felt like I was claustrophobic, and then this had never happened to me until I was 27 years old, after all these memories came back up. And it was, she said that I may have died, probably, most likely, like drowned in a previous life, and these repressed memories are coming back up from other trauma. It's all like linked together. And yeah, I now, this morning I was in the shower just like letting the water pour on my face. I mean, I've gotten over those, and like, but just knowing about your triggers and your traumas, because sometimes we're dealing with past life traumas that we don't even know what the hell, like, we're pissed off or struggling for, or like, you know what I mean? So I really suggest you guys look up, Google Akashic Records. If you guys don't know what those are, it'll change your life. It's meditation, but it's like the library. It's your soul contract. It's all the things that, you know, all the past lives that you have. And guess what? It's accessible to you guys. You just have to tap into that spiritual realm. So Google Akashic Records if you haven't. Also, I know a lot of people, I didn't even know like what a life path number was until last year. And yeah, so Nate's the number 1, the leader. I'm the number 9, the humanitarian. But that's also what helped, like, has been helping too, but really helped me to understand myself and like the things I do, like why I do what I do, why I think, you know. So Google Life Path Calculator. You guys, you just put your birthday in there and it'll calculate it for you. And it really, I mean, yeah, there's obviously going to be hit and miss things, but like mine's pretty dead spot on for me, like very spot on. So Google your life path number. I'm going to be doing a video on those on Wild Ones Tarot for each life path. So yeah, go check out your life path number and what it is, and stay tuned for those videos coming out sometime soon. And I'll go into more depth about each life path number. So yeah, I went to school for medical assisting. I got my degree in that. I worked at a doctor's office for 3 years. I love that, but, and before that, I always wanted to like be a lawyer or something, you know, something to help people, you know, either bring justice or, so I like the healthcare side of it, but it just didn't really fit my personality. You know, I couldn't be expressive. I couldn't be me. I had to, you know, abide by the rules, which unfortunately I want to say what I want and wear what I want and be who I am. So that didn't really work, but I loved it. It was great. It really helped me get through my postpartum depression. It gave me an outlet, you know, and I did well in it. In schooling, I did really well. My, you know, all that stuff. And the time in the office, it just didn't really fit my personality. And yeah, I have 4 kids. I'm a single mom. I can't go to, law school right now. I mean, I could, but it's just, I feel like right now what I'm supposed to be doing is, raising my babies and being home with them, because yeah, I don't trust people with them. I really have to trust you to leave them with, because like, my mom trusted her husband, which yeah, you should be able to trust your husband when you're going to a church event, to watch your kids and not rape them. But maybe I'm overprotective, but yeah, I'm not gonna just leave my kids at a daycare. I'm really trying to, make a business so that I can continue staying home with them. That's why I love all of you guys' support. So yeah, if you guys haven't, obviously I want to help everyone find the light and love, but yeah, we're all trying to make it in this world. So let's just be honest. But if you guys will go over to, I'm going to post this on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you guys will go over to my YouTube channel, if you're not already on here, and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. I would love it. I would love your support. And then if you go to Castbox, download the app, it's free. Wild Ones 555. You can listen to my story about my childhood trauma, sexual abuse, Nate's story, and then I just released a 3rd little thing. I mean, I don't know if it says much more than what I said today, but yeah, go listen to those. I'm going to be doing a podcast with my daughter, who's 9, soon, about bullying and also how you can talk to your kids about sexual abuse and that kind of stuff, because it's on you guys, the parents at home, to make sure your kids are aware of it, make sure they know that it's happening, make sure, even if it's grandpa or the uncle or the neighbor, I don't care. If they're a creep and, you get bad vibes from them, trust your vibes. And yeah, it happens so much more than anybody is willing or wants to talk about. But it happens, me telling my story today doesn't change that it happened, but guess what? It may make you feel comfortable to share your story and be yourself and be vulnerable. And guess what? We all have a purpose. So let's all join together and support one another and try to make it through this crazy thing called life. I don't think I have anything else I want to say to any of you. If you have any questions, comment them below. Let me know your guys' zodiac sign and your life path number if you figure it out. I love you all, and I hope you guys are doing okay during this pandemic craziness. If any of you guys need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. I love you all. Stay wild. Bye.